Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've made my last video, and I decided that it's time. I took a little bit of a long break, but I'm officially back, you know, to kind of just quickly give you guys an update on everything that has been happening since about last year, September 2021. To kind of make a long story short, I fell ill in September, around the end of September. Went to the hospital. I was diagnosed with a TIA, right, which is almost like a short-lived or a temporary stroke. Loss of vision, weakness to one side of the body, slurred speech, all of that stuff. I was discharged in about 2 days. Fast forward to, I was okay. I was all right, doing fairly well. Fast forward to January 2022, headache started to kind of come back and everything. Did an MRI, and they said that they saw hydrocephalus, which is basically like liquid in the ventricles of the brain. It's something that's not normal. So I was admitted to the hospital on March 3rd. You know, I was supposed to do surgery. I was supposed to do surgery. Long story short, my neurosurgeons took a double look at the reading or the analysis of the report from the radiologist that said I had hydrocephalus, and they said, this doesn't really look like what the radiologist says it is, so we're not going to have to do surgery. So I was pretty relieved. However, they still kept me for 8 days. Is it 8? Yeah, they still kept me for 8 days, did some more blood work, did some more tests, to figure out what really the problem was. And I ended up being diagnosed with something that's called hemiplegic migraines. It's basically migraines that are so powerful that they can mimic or cause stroke-like symptoms. Like I said, the loss of vision or blurry vision, the slurred speech, the shutting down of one side of the body. Right now I struggle with the left side of my body. It's noticeably weaker than the right side of my body. So yeah. But before that, I had went through, in about February, I went through a really tough breakup, and that kind of pushed me into a really sad state, and I realized I was struggling mentally. So I decided to go to the doctor, talk about how I was feeling, all of that kind of stuff, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And I'm currently on medication for it. So I just started taking the medications. So that I'll give an update on in about like 2-3 weeks. The doctor said I can try the medication for. So that's been pretty much it. It has been a hectic couple of months, but I realize I'm happy to just be alive, honestly. I know taking time out from the business is hard for me because it's something that I love to do, but it is what is best for my health right now. I've learned to not prioritize anything over my own health, whether it is my physical health, my emotional health, my mental health. I don't play with any part of my health anymore, so that is pretty much that. So like I said, I'll be back in about 2 to 3 weeks with an update on how the medication has been making me feel, how it's been helping me. But my journey at the hospital was definitely a rough one. There wasn't a day that I didn't cry. There wasn't a day where I wasn't upset or angry about being in the hospital. I was just so worried about my own self. I was prepared to die, honestly. I was just so scared. I was just so ready to give up. But that's something I'm going to talk about in another video. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update as to, you know, how everything kind of comes together and fits together. So for those of you who have been praying for me, reaching out to me, checking up on me, I really appreciate it. You know, I realize this community, this family is a really supportive one and a really caring one. So yeah, so you can look out for my next video, which will talk about in more detail my ordeal, or my journey through, you know, being in the hospital, some things that I've discovered and stuff like that. And then the video after that will talk about, you know, my updates on the medication, how I've been feeling, is it working, you know, because I realize mental health is not something that is discussed openly or proudly in Jamaica, and that, I think that's a stigma that needs to be changed, right? Well, not even only in Jamaica, in the black community. So I'll see you guys really soon. Remember to keep safe, and God bless you. Bye guys.